All right, everyone, thanks again for joining us for another episode of Scissorboy, and we're here with Lenny Ferri. Thank you so much for joining us.
No problem, my pleasure.
So what are we gonna get into?
What we're gonna do today is, Fiona has actually been a client of mine for a little over 11 years, and what I've been doing with Fiona for the last decade is cutting, coloring her hair so that she can get up and do it the way that I do it. Very quick, very easy, and fun. And that's how I do hair. I do real hair for real people all the time.
All right, well, Lenny, you've been talking, but I want to see what you can do.
Okay, let me mix up some color and we'll get to it, okay?
Okay.
Now, like anything, conventional, unconventional, I can get my measuring cups, my measuring sticks, but I think that we're just gonna kind of play a little bit. And we're gonna mix because as I'm getting older, I'm getting wiser, and I can see by the eye when I mix. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna pre-lighten those highlighted areas. And I'll take my first piece, and another important thing to do when you're highlighting is make sure that your highlights are clean, okay? Now, like I said, we want to double up our packs. I like to go halfway to my fold and down. And what this is going to allow the color to do is swell without going over the foil. Okay. So you're not going to have, you're guaranteeing yourself no bleeding marks. The part underneath will probably not get highlighted to the root, and you probably will get that bleeding. And there's nothing worse than someone who walks around with highlights that have stripes underneath them. Okay, so this is our second section. Like I said, you're gonna go in. You wanna make sure you get enough product so the foil doesn't start moving.
Right.
And you only wanna go halfway. Now, another big thing that people forget about is they forget that less sometimes is more. You don't always have to, oh wow, I have a big gap there. That big gap's there on purpose so that her base color just foreshadows the highlight. If it becomes too many highlights, you are now conventionally highlighting her hair, like every other highlight that you do.
Okay.
So this is not what this is. See, my foil kind of ripped a bit from my roller here, but like I said, always have control of what you're doing. Even if the foil kind of ripped, you would never know now. I've just cleaned it up so that I can take my next piece and highlight. Now you can see, this is a good way to know that you're highlighting or coloring into the texture. If I bring it this way, she wants to jump right back. See, it jumps right back.
It does.
So we want to take that piece and we are going to highlight the second part of the section, and then our highlights are done.
All right.
So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to apply the color, and I'm going to go through the foil, and I'm going to apply it root to end. The more times you apply this color, the more protein and the more shine comes into the hair.
The lovely Shannon here from Salon Verve, our makeup artist, and makeup, I love makeup.
Yeah.
So what are we going to be doing to Miss Lovely Fiona?
We're just gonna freshen her up, keep a nice day look. I like to keep it simple for the day, just accentuate her natural beauty.
Okay, awesome.
So it just gives you that tan glow without having to tan.
Okay.
Another little trick I always give the clients when they're putting on their eyeshadow is to put your concealer on top of your eyelid as well.
Really good. So essentially, this is what we're here for, right? Where you come to a hair salon, you get your hair done, but everything has to match.
Oh yeah.
The hair looks really healthy.
And shiny,
Soft.
and
Yes.
well, you can run your hands through it. It's
Good.
not set in any way. Okay, now we can look at it. We haven't put product in it, but you can see her natural texture coming through. And you can see where we place those highlights. It's just kind of highlighting those areas that we want. And then I'll go in and piece out in the direction and the flow that I want the highlights. The beauty about this is you can put your highlight that way, this way. You can bring out the light and then the dark. And what we want to do is we just want to create texture by using that pomade. Don't add more product, 'cause it's in your hand still and it's in her hair now.
All right, so thank you so much, Lenny, for rocking Miss Fiona's do. You look
My
hot.
pleasure.
I don't know where you're going, but I want to go too. So can you just work us through what you just did?
Like I said, I used the